I'm going to react to an Israeli Rabbi Yosef Mizrachi, and this is your favorite half Chinese. This is the time to click the like button. I also want to tell everybody right now, loud and clear, I do not endorse anything that he says. I think it is dumb, it is stupid, and it is extremely barbaric and out of touch with reality. But I will come back at it. Let Mizrachi speak.
You have 6 billion idol worshippers who makes God angry every second of their life. Indian, Chinese, Japanese, Tibet, Nepal, Thailand. So many. India alone is 500 million. China is 2 billion. So many. 2 billion Christians, which are idol worshippers. Between Chinese, Hindus, Buddhists, and Christian, at least 6.5 billion people are idol worshippers that, according to the Torah, do not have the right to live. Idol worshipper goy, it's death penalty. Not only Jews, even a goy who bow down to an idol, who believe in JC, deserve death penalty.
All right, so there's a lot to unpack here. He says that about 6 billion to 6.5 billion people in the world do not have the right to live according to his religion. This is the most despicable things that people can say. Probably the worst thing that you can say. That is a religion. Let us just first go to where everything that he went wrong. India, 500 million people. He is creating a problem now because all the China haters are now going to say, oh, you see, China stole 600 million people from India. Why? Because according to this person, India only has 500 million and China all of a sudden has 2 billion. That means they must have taken the 600 million from India. This person doesn't even understand anything about anything. And the reason why he doesn't understand is because he and as many as his group of these kind of people have not been taught critical thinking. They have been taught, this is the information that we have, this is the truth, open your mouth and shove it in and directly get it in there, swallow. Therefore, they cannot comprehend anything. They have no understanding of reality. And how can he say something like that? First of all, like for Buddhists actually say one should not be idol worshipping. So I have no idea what he is talking about as a Buddha, as I am a Buddhist myself. There he already goes wrong. Now about the other religions, I don't know. I don't know if Christians, I don't think that they are idol worshippers because they believe in Jesus Christ, right? Or that Jesus Christ is the Son of God and they believe in the same God as he does. That's not idols. I mean, like how are those idols anyway? But let me tell you something. If your God created everything in this world, why on earth would he love to have genocide committed on his own people? Because if you want to wipe out 6 billion to 6.5 billion people, that's kind of definition, especially when there are certain groups. Explain that to me, Yosef. Like honestly, your God, according to you, according to your statement, has human emotions that your God, according to you, cannot rise above. That human emotion is actually also a mental affliction, namely anger. Why would a God that created the universe and all the human beings and all other sentient beings in it, right? That's according to your books, right? Get angry because one of his creations is idolizing something. If he would get angry, or she, whatever it is, then why does this God not create those people without the ability to idolize something? Why would a God create children and then create them with flaws according to their own ideology, so then later they can throw them in hell? Just think of it. Think of it from your own perspective. If you have children, if you had the powers of a God and you could influence your children in a way and clear out a path that they have no obstructions and go straight to a heavenly life and later into heaven, wouldn't you do that? Oh no, you would just give them all the abilities to go astray from the path so you can throw them in hell. Does that make sense to you? Like, honestly, it is, the mindset is so ridiculous. And it's even worse that you have people like you propagating these kind of ideologies on open platforms, putting 6 to 6.5 billion people in danger. It's even more idiotic that you think that you are a chosen person by God while having the ideology in your head that his children, 6 to 6.5 billion, do not have a right to live. Those people that you are talking about are God's creations according to your own logic, according to your ideology, according to your religion. Why would God's creation not have a right to live? But yes, again, you never thought about it because you just swallow this and take it as truth. Because you're not allowed to criticize, huh? You're not allowed to think about it because, oh, that's blasphemy. No, it's not blasphemy. It's retarded if you don't. That is why he has so many misconceptions. Any child can tell you that if they would later have a child, and they could lead their children into a good path, they would definitely do it. There is nobody on this world that would say, I will lead my children astray so I can later punish them and burn them in hell for eternity. What kind of ridiculous mindset is that? How can you think of a God that wants to take the lives of 6 billion to 6.5 billion of his own children? Then why are their parents in prison for taking 1 or 2 of their children? That's insane. And the notion that you have such a supernatural being with emotions like, I'm being angry because you idolize. Therefore, I'm going to throw you in hell and let you burn. I'm going to take your life away. You've no right. That makes your God. I'm not saying he is, but you make your God look like a Karen. Like, honestly, it's despicable. How can you think, even remotely think, that you are a chosen person by this God to even speak for them, or him or her? I mean, it's 2026. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe somebody can let me know in the comment section. What's God's pronouns? Honestly, I don't know. It's retarded and it's dangerous. This kind of speech is dangerous. And I'm not saying anything to offend this religion or whatever. I'm speaking directly to this Yosef Mizrachi, who has been utterly led astray. Because there's no logic. There's no logic for a God to create us, to throw us in hell or deny us life, or to have people like Yosef Mizrachi to say these things that we should be denied life. Well, actually, he is quoting what the Torah says, so it's not his own quote. I've seen him speak. He's very clever in his words. He's always saying, I just quote the Torah or whatever it is that he's quoting at that time. And it's not me saying. This is the way that he's cleansing his hands. But any fool can see that this kind of speech is extremely dangerous, and this kind of thought is extremely dangerous. We're talking about human life. We're talking about, according to people of Abrahamic religions such as his, about God's children's lives. And you don't even have to respect for God's children, the God that you seem to worship. Doesn't even make sense. Try to just think about things first instead of just swallowing like not allowed to say these kind of things anymore. Let me know what you all think of this in the comment section. Do you think it's correct what he says? Do you think it's normal? Keep it civil though. We're not here to bash anybody or to be rude or obnoxious. Try it with right speech. But this is just outrageous. Outrageous. This is exactly why I'm not even going to talk about that whole situation over there. But this kind of mindset clarifies a lot. Anyway, please like the video, share, and if you have not yet, then follow. And as always, have a great day. Your favorite half Chinese.